Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build Wagrendale. So, a couple of comments which I kind of want to go over, and I've kind of made a couple of little changes as well, so we'll kind of go over that. Obviously there's a path that's appeared. Number one, a couple of you guys did say about the smoke direction and that it would make more sense that there's an offshore breeze, and so the smoke would be going that way. So I've done my offshore breeze from being this direction from the Aucklands. I don't know. Maybe kind of Aucklands. I don't know what we're going to call them. We'll come up with a cool name. So I'll switch the direction of that. That works very, very nicely now. So thank you guys for that. Other thing, of course, that I've made change-wise, I have added in a path. So if you guys want the material list for this, I will literally grab it. No, that's Tiger Forest Floor is not there. Jump over here. There's a bit more. I've kind of mixed in some other materials and I've just left them there from the other bits and bobs. So let me clear down this, because I'm not doing very well at the minute. Right, here we go. So my materials that I've used for this kind of dirt path, just in case you guys want the same one, or if you think there should be any changes and you want to know what blocks I'm using, all that kind of stuff. You know, if you think it needs to change, then do say so. Yeah, because that kind of helps. So we've got the dirty fish scale cobblestone, medium dirt path, dark dirt path, dirt gravel and soft gravel. Those ones are the ones I've used. The one I'm not too sure about actually is the dirty fishstone cobble. So I'm not sure about that because I don't know. I kind of want to put something in that's you know, a bit stony, but I'm not too sure about it. I'm not sure if this actually works for it. It kind of like sticks out a little bit, but the rest of them look really good. So I don't know what you guys think about the path and stuff like that, but I have started to. God, it's going to take me forever. I'm definitely going to do this off camera because, my God, it does take forever. I just noticed there's a layer of that one. But I've started to actually, you know, make it so that it's all smooth and stuff like that. And it needs a bit of tweaking, I think. But yeah, we started doing that. I've got to make it go up to here and go along this bit. And then it's going to go all the way around here or something. Go down there and go up this hill somehow. So we're going to get it to go up this hill. And then go down again. And it's going to go off along the way. Now, one thing to note, actually, and I'm going to make a cave up here. There's a reason that I brought it all the way up this way. I'm going to have a bit of a cave through here. If I do game mode free, in this area, if we fly through, because I'm using what's it called? Oh, dear God. There we go. We're inside a cavern. So this is one of the grottos. So we've actually got a grotto inside this cave, which is quite cool. You can see it a lot clearer without shaders, and there is some light that just kind of like comes through. I think I don't know why it happens. I think it might be possibly some of the materials that I've used because of on the outside I've got no, actually it can't be materials. I don't know why it does that then. I don't know why it's light sometimes. But we've got that, so I think we're going to have some sort of like cave entrance into there. And have it as like a weird, you know, you can either go around the long way, right? That's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna have either you can go around the long way or you can go through the mountain type of thing, you know, something like that. Yeah, something like that. And the other thing is, what do we want to do with this bit up here? This really rocky bit. And I was actually thinking of flooding a couple of these, like these ones here, right here, to make like a little lake. Putting some more trees around. And kind of making it into the typical kind of Skyrim, what do you call them? You know, where you get the Spriggans. What are they called? That kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe even doing a little river coming down from that and going through the beach. Now, speaking about the beach, actually, before I get onto that, so if that is a good idea, please do tell me because I've started doing stuff over here. Speaking about the beach, I have started to also smooth that out, so I've kind of like stripped it back, put in some rocks, done some weird knobbly bits, which I'm not really sure about. Not very keen on that actually. Let me just add one. And started to like put in a couple little rocks around here, and start to make the beach a little bit better. I don't know what I'm going to do with this side. If I'm going to end up making it quite rocky, or I don't know. We'll kind of see what this, or if I just have this bit as a beach and I end up doing like a little beach here and cut this back quite a lot, and then we'll have like a little ship somewhere. I don't know where on this bit. It's kind of a bay. It's not like a proper bay, so it's whether we end up. You know, building like a small wall across here, and then we have, you know, it's a tiny little harbour, like a really small wall, nothing big, just so they got a protected bit here for a little ship for the fishermen to go in. But is there anything else I've done? I don't know, actually. I'm not too sure. Nope, I think that's pretty much it. So, a couple of the comments I've started to get through. I think lore-wise, I'm going to end up doing like lore episodes or something. Something along those lines. Oh, no, there is something. Yep. So I did say about the fishing pot, which I would call this a fishing cage, I think. But these are like those ones that you can, you know, like leave underneath the water, and then, you know, crabs or whatever will go in and get trapped, or what they call lobster traps or whatever. So I put that in, and I've also put one downstairs. So thank you for coming about that, because that does help. I had no idea what you're talking about until I actually literally typed in fishing pot, and then it came up, and I went, ah, okay. So my brain just ignored it completely. So this episode anyway, I thought we'd do something slightly different, put up a little bit of a wall. And I wasn't really too sure what I was going to use material-wise for this wall. Whether we go with that typical kind of... I don't know if we'll go with this, because I think this might be too dark. It's a bit too dark, isn't it? I don't know if it'll really work. It looks a little bit too dark, but I also didn't want to all go with the hewn stone and have lots of that. This one here, light mortar slate. It's interesting. And that might be too brown as well. So do we end up just going with typical good old cobblestone? And that's the problem. Family favourite. I guess it is, isn't it? Yeah. So maybe we do. Maybe we just go with cobblestone because it's good, and we'll add in a couple extra materials with it. We'll just have it going across this wall. At some point we're going to have some sort of thing going here. Now one of the things that Origami Unicorn, when I built this, did actually say, which I'm taking on board, as I try to always do. I say try. It doesn't mean I'll listen to you guys all the time. I will make dumb mistakes, as you guys probably already know. But yeah, one of the things that he's actually said is little bits and bobs that we can actually do to make it feel like more of a hamlet, or seem like more of a hamlet. So I'm just trying out a couple of these different blocks we got already. We've got a layer of cobblestone as well. Wow, that's going to be pretty fancy. I think that though will do. A well, a church, some clotheslines in the back of some houses, some small docks, and vegetable fields. We definitely need vegetable fields, which is exactly why I'm doing this right now. Is almost purely due to vegetable fields. Could I already speak then? That was a bit tricky. Right, so I was thinking about just having a little wall going along this side here. Little wall. That'll go down a bit. We're probably going to have the center road for this one going from here. So if we just grab something to mask, oops, there you go, mask. Actually, if we just do a mask disabled. It's a shame we can't do like mask all, you know, but that's fair enough. So we'll mask 2. Actually, we'll mask 3 and 2 because we've actually got quite a lot of normal materials. We won't get all of them, but we'll do that, and then we'll just do a BR sphere of 35 color 1, and I'll do it as a brush size of 1 as well. So I'm going to have probably from here, have the path go up this bit, and then go around, and then it'll go like to here or whatever, whatever it'll do, and then we can just. Now I've been tending to leave in any of these like darker kind of wooded bits. I've actually been leaving them in because they seem to work really well from what's already in the map. And actually, it might be a good idea to do that in the future as well. I don't know if you guys do that, but do let me know because it's interesting. I've definitely done it with this path. Just left in like the bits of tiger and stuff like that around here, and it kind of like messes up the path a little bit. It makes it feel like you know, this is quite dirt pathy, and then down here it gets a little bit more like it's been worn in, and it's all it is the well painted material that we had splattered into that, and it for some reason works. I like it. So there we go. A little bit of a ramble for you guys. All right, so we'll have this like path going to here. So this is where it'll kind of like, you know, start or whatever, and go in. And I'll have that from there. We'll go around, and obviously we're going to have the inn. It's going to need like quite a clear path to it. It's whether we have the inn actually has another path going from this side or something. I don't really know yet. We'll kind of see, but we'll see how it all goes on this episode and stuff like that. But yeah, how's everybody's weekend or week been? Mine's been pretty busy, which is why I've not able to do as many videos. What I'm going to try and do from now on, I'm going to have to actually, is go back to my old ways in a sort of way, which is where I do more, you know, like mass record. I was trying to, with all these new videos, just do like a couple episodes, you know, just like get a couple episodes ahead, like literally 2. So I'll be recording the day before, and I might actually record the next video after that, and that was it. But I don't think that's enough for me now. I think I might need to expand and have a couple extra videos in the bank, just to make sure that I've got enough videos going forwards daily. The only problem with that is obviously you cannot. I hate it because I kind of like lose the comment side of it. Because if I like read, so to explain what I'd do, like as I'm at work on my lunch break, I'd then get my phone up, check a couple of comments, and then that night I would then record and take those comments into heart and you know, actually do stuff. Whereas what kind of happens with mass recording is you're so far ahead. You know, by the time that you've read all of those videos comments, you're actually behind. You know, you are properly behind, and so less goes in. And for you guys, you get to see less go in from what you're saying, which I don't really like. So I've kind of got to think, you know, how can I get around that? And the only way I've thought about it, and if you guys, you know, disagree or agree, then please do say. The way that I've thought about going around it is by having a couple little projects on the go. But then you get that typical kind of issue of, yeah, you've got too many projects going on at the minute, and it doesn't quite work. So I've got to. It's a quite a tough mix, I think, is the right way. You know, it's getting the right mix of having content, but also having content that you guys are kind of like helping me with, because I really like it. I really like that side of it, especially with the lore has been phenomenal, which is why I think I'm going to do lore episodes, like lore-based episodes, which I think is a good idea. If it's not, again, do tell me, because it really helps. Shame I can't put that there, but that works. Yeah, I need to put some more of those around these sides actually and make it a little bit more overgrown. Whew. Right, there we go. Okay. So yeah, so what I was thinking, it's one of the comments that came up, and I can't remember who it is. I haven't got it on my screen. I've got like my second screen up. One thing I haven't actually got up is you know, the guy's comment. So if I did, I would read it out. But one of the guys did say, you know, since there's been like quite a lot of going on with the Orc Wars, there should be some more graves around. And that actually got me thinking about something completely different, which was one of these what are they called? Grottos. There you go. Back to the Skyrim term. So one of the grottos, and actually using one of those as like a grave kind of thing. So all the warriors that fought in it, you know, there's like a secret order of monks or something. Whatever this religion is going to be for this land, for this kingdom, because I'm going to have, each kingdom is going to have a different religion, or you know, they might be the same themed religion. So we might have like very, I think, because it's quite Western, quite strong, almost like Christian-like beliefs, but kind of like change them slightly. You know, maybe one of them does, you know, they do all believe in gods, or maybe gods, you know, not just one god, but multiple gods. So that always makes, you know, I always find that interesting anyway. There's multiple gods involved. Maybe it's just me that thinks that. I don't know, but I think they just, you know, like the in Game of Thrones, for example, you know, you've got the 7, you know, 7 gods. I really like that. I really like that idea. It just seems interesting to have like a multifaceted god, and then they've got that all kind of ties in together, and it's almost like they are, or could be, the same god, but it's like multi, you know, it's how man has discerned it. I quite like. I really like, actually. Really do. I don't need any of these, but I do like them. Just like how they change it. So I have stuff like that. Gone pretty basic at the minute. I mean, it's whether we end up having stuff like these, you know, on it every so often, or we just end up like ending this one with one of those. Just have it just going around the side there. This bit is a too sharp of a corner, so we're going to end up changing that, and probably end up changing it to something like that instead. If we're going to change that, we're going to need something down in its place there. There we go. So that'll do. How's that looking? That's looking pretty good, actually. I like that. So then that will bring that in. It's amazing what a little wall does, really, isn't it? It's quite crazy. So yeah, I kind of, yeah, so with the gods thing, definitely want something like that. So I'm just going off camera at the minute with, or off screen for you guys, because I'm doing it as a windowed mode, to get my mix for the path, because I kind of want to use the same one if I can actually find it. So all I've got, and this is quite a good thing to actually do, guys. If you are building anything, get some, and you get some really nice brushes, get them all together. So for example, this one, I'll just do mask 35 color 1, and then I can just paste. So this is the actual mix. That mix I talked to you guys before. 21811, 1374 colon 8, 1374 colon 9, 1374 colon 5, 1373 colon 3, and then I've just got a brush of 2. And that's the brush that I've been using for the paths so far. I really like it. I think it works. I'm just pathing it in at the minute, but you can kind of see why I've left in those extra ones. Like even this muddier one here kind of looks interesting, and the Shrek dirt gravel, as I used to call it all the time. I just kind of like it. I really do. So we'll see how it is. But I do advise doing that if you're doing big projects. It makes it so much easier. Like seriously. I did it with Alzadacross when I had that for like different mixes for different towns and things like. So even like the wall mix, I had those. Obviously, it was a lot easier back then because the IDs were a lot easier. You know, like because it was all in metadatas. It was so much. I don't know. I found it easier to remember. But these days, you know, having a mod, there's more in it than that minor annoyance to me. It's much more worth it. Right, then what I'm going to do, I think, is do the other side of this wall. So we might end up. I want quite a big entrance to make it seem like this is the entrance for this place, right? So if we go for wall around here, might even do. Like, is that big enough? No, I might even kick it down to there. I don't know what kick it down means. That's a new word for me. Yeah, kick it down. Yeah, kick it down with Dakar. That sounds kind of cool. I don't know. Been a long day already. Right, and then I'll connect up all this, and I need to do all of my little bits. I'll need to do, and I think we'll just end up having it go. Whoops. 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 Right, I'm gonna have it going just into this wall actually. Might just do something where it goes into here. God, it's so annoying that those extra goddamn flowery planty things. God, it's not that annoying, but it's getting to me now. Slightly getting to me. So I get grumpier and grumpier. Right, so I have something like that, you know. It looks okay. It looks a bit. It looks way too slab block. So I'll kind of. I'll pull it forwards now. It needs pulling forwards. It really does. I mean, yeah. I mean, even that actually could just be a slab instead. And that then can be knocked down. That can just be there. Still needs it. No. Oh well. Right, so maybe we'll do something like that. That's big enough actually. As an entrance to a little town, that is definitely big enough, and it's quite a clear path. And then this is like a clear border. I was going to do it with wood as well, so I mean it's kind of changed on that side definitely. But alright, so we get that. That all looks good. I want to do some more, like some variation in this now. So what I'm going to do is get a different brush. I'm actually just going to do mask 4. I'm going to actually paint it a completely different colour, because otherwise it'll, you know, it just makes it easier. So I'm just going to do this and make it really nice and pinky purpley. Yep, I know what you guys are thinking, like what the hell is Dakar doing? But we then can mask that, right, pinky purpley colour, and we're going to have a look at a couple of the cobblestone blocks that we got. So we've got obviously normal cobblestone, we've got this one here. We've got the mossy cobblestone, we've got 2 different mossy cobblestones. Ew. Why have we got 2 of them? Let's have a look. So we've got... Damn it, I had to go on the one place I'd put like a little blob going up, didn't I? Right, so we've got that one, we've got that one, we've got that one, and we've got that one. I quite like that one. It's a little bit more at the top. So we've got those 3, right? What else we got? let's get rid of this and move that over. What other cobbles have we got? So I think we probably need some stone or something into it. Dirty sandstone cobble. We've got all these different types. So if we want to mix in the hewn stone, I'm not really too sure yet. But there we go, hewn stone. You know, it's like whether we ended up mixing in this to make it quite dark. And I think actually, no, it might work. And if we do that, we could also go with some diorite as well. So if we have these as a mix, try it. I don't know about the dirty one. That's the only one I'm not too sure about. The rest of them I think will be absolutely fine. And hewn hasn't got like, well, hewn is anyway quite mossy in its own right, so we don't actually need to worry about that. So let's have a look at this. Right, so if we get a tool, I can use the stick. I've started using the stick for this. It's to replace the metadata stick. So that's 1.5, 218, 4. There we go. Let's just grab all those. Right. So if we just do BR sphere, and we got 1.5, 218:2, 4 obviously, 218:11 and 48, like that. Right. I'll just try that as a mix, and then we'll start tweaking the individuals. Right. So definitely don't need as much of the 48, so it makes it look too heavy. Way too heavy. I'm not actually even sure about it. I might do that so sparingly that you don't even notice it. Same with the muddy one as well. I might actually. There we go. What we might actually end up doing then is with this, do like a big brush so I could just do like one test. So what I might do is, I'm tempted even to remove the 48 and just do it where I place it. Let me try that, and we just get those ones. Actually, that doesn't look as bad. The muddy one doesn't look as bad. So maybe that's it. And we'll go with that. Because that then feels like cobblestone, but you've also got the darker stuff in it. You've got the hewn rock in it as well. So it's kind of like, you know, using the materials around. And what we'll do is we'll end up doing stuff like this. Obviously get more materials on top, or we do like a proper mix. I mean, could do like that one on top of there. This could have a slab, you know, like, you know, properly mix it up. Maybe not with that. That doesn't seem to work as well as I thought it would. Right, let's try this on there, or maybe put some layers on top. I don't know how complicated we want to go with this. One thing we do need to do every so often, and a bit mossy. I'm thinking mainly on top of the, underneath those. Mossy, I think is the top. So maybe that's why there's two. Let's try the other one, just for that simple reason. Yeah, so that looks to me a little bit better on the top. I've still got slabs and stuff, so that's absolutely cool. So we'll try that one. Right, okay, so got a little bit mossy on there, got the mossy in there. Let's do a tiny bit down there. But this has actually turned out quite lucky because it's got a lot of mud on these bits, like it was getting walked down. It's complete luck, really. Alright, there we go. Let's also put in a little bit more behind this, you know, so then we can kind of like curve it around tiny bit. There we go. That's good. And around here, there. And maybe one back in there, like that. And that'll do. I'm pretty happy with that, actually. I am pretty happy with that. Right, just so I've got this wall down as well. It's a shame you can't like just copy this, but I'm gonna write it down. So so all I'm doing is going into my spreadsheet and just adding in the values and stuff like that. It helps so much. Really does. Okay. There we go. Just means I could be really lazy, and that's it. One of the things I'm going to end up doing, I think, is like making a picture or something like that. You know, like putting some pictures in onto this thing. It's going to help. Right, but there we go. That'll work for that. We now need to do the other kind of walls going around this. So could do the same mix as well, but I'll do it a lot lower. It won't be as sticky uppy, and it might even have some wicker wattle. What's it called? Wattle fence. So it's going to have some wattle fence on it. So we'll have like the path there. So we're going to have this mix. Obviously, is on our purpley one. Where is it? It's not in there. So is it on these? Where's wool these days? Where is the wool blocks? Maybe I'm just missing it completely. Decoration. No, it's on decoration. Okay, that's fine. So I have that on there. We're also going to have orange as well, which is obviously our path. So we need to do a path to this one. We need to do a little wall around this. So this would have its own small area, I guess. Well, where are we going to have the path? Let's first decide on that. Let's get a brush for it as well. So we'll just do mask 2 and 3, and then we'll just do biosphere of 35, kind of 1, 1. Path definitely can go up this way, quick clean. So the path go up here for this one. We'll have a little wall just going between these houses, or we can have these two completely open and it actually has a little garden of its own around here or something, you know. So maybe actually, yeah, we'll end up bringing this one forwards, so we have like the grass here has a little wall because it's on such a hill. We can actually do some stuff like this, you know. See what I kind of mean, or maybe not. I'm going to end up bringing this forwards. That's what I'm trying to say. So we have that there, and that will just kind of fade in like that, and then we'll bring that there. And let's grab the grass block. There we go. So I have this in here, and this is where we're going to have a little garden type thing here. But I thought this would be kind of like I was planning on doing another house on this, but I think really what we need to do is get this bit done, because then we know you kind of get more of a feel of the space that all these different houses need. So you just end up with a collection of houses without any real space for them. So I think it was kind of needed to do this, but yeah, kind of see, definitely. Right, so there we go, get that, and we'll have this one just go over to there or something, you know. So it's going to have like pretty much just going to go into this. There's not going to be too much else with it. Like that, and then that can obviously just go and step up to here or whatever, and it will go to that bit like that, and then we'll obviously step that up, have a little walkway down there. I'll probably end up putting in a little bit more grass around, like on that one. That can stay there like that, and that one can go in there, that one can go in there. That's fine, that's already got a block of its own of what we need. And that can go down to there. That can be grass, and go there. That'll do that. So that will kind of like join that bit up a little bit. We'll probably end up cutting out a couple, adding a couple, doing some stuff with it to make it look a little bit better. But generally, it's done. So that's always good. Right, let's just put that one in there, put that one down there. Okay. So that wall is quite high at the minute. We'll end up adding in some extra little bits and bobs on this just to make it look better. And we can actually do this bit now, actually, like that. I think I'm going to do what I've done before, like in the past, which is where I've used a mix between, you know, to try and make it look a little bit more curvy. I think I did it in the Aztec series. I can't remember. Can't remember if it was that series or not, but there's definitely one of them that I did quite a little bit and bobs to make the wall look like it had almost fallen down, really. But it made it look quite interesting, or at least I think it did. I think it made it look interesting. You know, like where we have like stuff like this, and then maybe on this one we'll have just stone. Oh, destroyed that. Didn't want to do that. Getting rid of all these blocks now, aren't I? It's good. Really, really good. Right, Yeah, need more space for blocks. Don't think that's going to happen. don't think Mojon's going to make that one. So there you go. Get something like this where you get a couple little slabs and stuff in it, and it just makes it look a tiny bit better. Not loads, but enough. Right. So if we go up to there, we'll then have the path go to this one, which leads there. Right. And that's pretty much that bit. You know, we don't have to do too much with it. We just need to get rid of some of these plants. And we obviously need to paste in that path. I think definitely we need actually those two there. Just need to paste in that path on top of it. Right, so we're probably going to need a well somewhere. It's either that or we do have a stream going from down there. I definitely want a house here now. This has given me some space. It's either that or we just go with a field. And we just have, you know, these 3 houses around here, or we have a house up here or something. I don't know. Something up here, maybe. We just have like fields here, or we have like a little barn. Well, not really a barn, maybe a stable actually for the horses. For anybody that's traveling, that would be a good idea. That would be a very good idea actually. That's a sensible idea from me, which is very rare. So I was thinking about for this is doing something like this, you know. Very simple little kind of wooden fence thing. There we go. Right. So they have a tiny bit of protection from falling down their very nice little shack. They're like outside of their shack, you know what I mean? Hopefully. Yeah. Don't like that at all. I really don't like that. I'll have a look at it. I'll have a look at it in a bit and fix it, I think. That'd be a good idea. This one we need to make a path to, and I think that would be more logical to go around actually here and then go up. That would definitely work with what we're currently doing as well. So there we go, we'll have that there. Well, that really, I mean, there's not too much with that one. And this one then is whether we have a field or not. That's what we've got to decide on. But, right, let's go for pasting in a nice... Oops. I forgot to actually mask this one. So I need to mask it onto the wall that we've been using. There we go, put this in. Like that. There we go, that looks a lot better. So, what have we got? This bit I really like the material, like the road material. I need to do some more detailing around here. I need to make sure I get all these blocks, including this one right down here. There we go. This I don't like. I don't like this wall fence here. I think I need to have a rethink of it. I might actually need to start The Witcher and have a look at what they've got on there. Because I was looking like ideas for it. It's literally like it's because they had like a woodeny type fence going around the houses. I'm sure it was like a wattle type thing, but maybe it actually had, you know, bits of wattle and bits of... Actually, no, that would work, wouldn't it? There we go, with like a bit of a random kind of fancy thing here. Put that all in there, and then have... Would that work? Would this work? I mean, try it out. By all means. Don't want it going over there. Meh. Kind of not. I'd like try and do something that goes over and maybe not there though. Let's try this. I think it might actually work. That's better. That is better. Not quite there. Not quite what I'm going for, but that is better, definitely. Right, so if we switch weirdly these two around, like that, and we do the same around here. I'll do the same there. I'll actually have that rock in there. So it needs a bit of a tweak in terms of its actual colours. Yeah, but apart from that, it kind of works. Don't need that one there, I think. Go on there. Oh, it just looks weird. So it might need a reduction in just for this wall. Just literally just for this wall. Reduction in the amount of cobblestone that we've got. I think would be a good idea. And so maybe I'll just use those two materials, the hewn stone and that, to try and do that. And just to see what it looks like, and just have a couple of those. Oops, that's already in there. Okay, that's fine. Put that in there. Yeah, rock like that. That looks a little bit better. I think it might have just been too much. And this looks a little bit more new then as well, you know. So that just kind of... Yeah, I quite like that. I do quite like that. Right, so let's get the 2 slabs for these, or the layers, or trapdoors, or whatever. Or both. As I'm going to grab both, it looks like. Grab that. And we'll get onto these. We'll get the trapdoor. And we'll get the slab. And then we'll just put on a couple of these. Depending on what we want it to look like. It might just be that we literally go with, oops, that there. And that's better. That definitely looks better. Mix looks better, so it's good. That's pretty much how Daka does walls, the episode. There we go. Daka will spend hours doing walls even. And I will, but I'll do it so it makes it look good. Hopefully. That's the plan, is to make it look good. I like that. I really like that. That's fine. Right, okay, so we've got this path up here. It's a bit crap, so I think it's because of the extra materials that we got. So I'll just end up tweaking a little bit. Get this path right. And then I think I'll end the episode, and what I'll do is off camera I will be doing the like snow layery type stuff around here. And then we can have a look at what we want to do next. So I'll kind of make this all go up smooth. It's already added like a massive amount to it just by doing the simple things. Sometimes it is the simple things that will just help, I think, anyway. It just makes it all come together really, but maybe I should have done this earlier. I don't know, maybe like with a couple houses and then, or with the first house, you know, I could have done that. We'll see. Maybe we'll try it. Maybe while doing all these this new series of episodes, or maybe we'll try out a couple different ways of doing it, you know, and see which way actually has the best results. And there we go. Okay, so that looks good. Looks a lot better. It looks a lot more like it's an actual town now. Well, not a town, like an actual settlement. I don't know what I'm going to put here. I want to put something here. I don't know why. Just feel it needs something. Maybe it's even if it's going to have like the smallest guard post you've ever seen. I think this is turned back. Plains. I switched most of this back to Extreme Hills, or I tried to. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just imagined it. But I'm sure I set the biome on these. Maybe I didn't. Okay, we have to reload the world, but that's fine. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'll do the little details. That's better. Looks more colourful. I'll do the little details going up onto each of these. I'll have a look at, after I've done that, you know, kind of have a look at what we want to do next. Maybe next time we'll literally just do a couple of the gardens. I do think that we need a, what's it called? Some stables. So maybe also what I'll do is I'm just going to cut this back, and I'll probably end up, because I've got rid of the brushes now, I'll probably end up doing it around like here, and then we'll have the stables here. Maybe we'll do some stables, and we'll then try and do like a little wall around the back just to stop people from coming in, stealing the horses and then running. That'd be pretty bad. They'd have to come through this way. That'd be the idea, I think, in my head anyway. But it looks pretty good so far if we didn't have to jump everywhere. And yeah. So anyway, look at this. It's got like a little fort type thing. I kind of like this. I wouldn't actually... This person who had the tiniest house ever, I actually don't feel as bad for them. Not anymore anyway. I mean, they've got like that little... Yeah, it looks a little bit more villagey. So we'll continue doing that, and we'll continue doing that kind of style. I think, actually, I'm going to do a field there. So we'll do a little vegetable field around on this side, rather than another house. So one of the comments, obviously, again, was to do with a monastery or a church or something like that. And it's whether we do... I was thinking about this, whether I do like a... well, first I need to decide on what type of religion it's going to be. And I was thinking about whether we have like a monastery in the hills or something, all the way up here. So I was thinking, you know, we build that little lake, well, not really lake, pond, build that, and maybe we have, you know, we could have it up here or something, maybe, and kind of expand towards the city. I want to expand towards the city, so we get a feel for a couple of different styles and the people around it, and build up that side of it, and then we can get onto the city and see how the city, you know, plays into it. It could be completely different, you know, maybe the small town folk like these guys have got completely different ideals than the new city guys who haven't been in war for a long time, but these people feel they're still in, like, you know, war times in a way. I don't know. Well, kind of, I'll play around with it. We'll see. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do comment as always, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.